And what's great is this company has been around for almost 10 years now, but they just started in the United States just last July. When I was approached about this company, I wasn't looking. However, I look at everything because that's the smart business thing to do. And most things don't add up. The product is inferior, the compensation plan's inferior, etc. What I'm going to show you tonight is something that, quite frankly, I've waited a very, 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 very long time to see come across my path. I've had a couple other companies come along that met most of the criteria, and I was able to make a lot of money with them. But this one is, I mean, it made my jaw drop. And I think tonight it's going to make your jaw drop. The company's name is APL Go. It has, like I said, been around almost 10 years in November. They started in what I like to refer as the YA countries, Yugoslavia, Romania, Russia, Bolivia, Hungary, all in Eastern Europe. So and quite frankly, last year, they did $85 million in Eastern Europe before they opened North America in July. We ended up doing 125 million last year, and we're expanding. We're opening 50 countries right now as we speak. So what does APL mean? It means accumulate product lifestyle. And accumulate is the technology that's proprietary that they use to make these products, which are incredible. Our owner is Sergey Kulikov and his wife Olga. Sergey looks young because he is. He's only 34. He started this company when he was 24 years old. He met Olga in a direct sales company. She was in his downline. By the time he was 21, he had made almost $2 million in direct sales. And then he went on to real estate in Europe and made several million more. When the opportunity came up to buy this technology, not a company, just a technology that was patented, he did all his research and then he paid cash for the technology. And he has paid cash for everything. Sergey is not an armchair CEO. He runs this business from all over the world. He is always on the go. And in fact, he's going to be doing many meetings here next month in the United States. So we're very excited about that, and I'll be posting those. If you're anywhere near where he's going to be doing a meeting, go meet him. He is an incredible, incredible young man. He and his wife moved to the United States in preparation for launching North America almost 3 years ago now. They're raising their three children in St. Pete, Florida, down by Tuesday, where they live, and we have an office there. We have an office in Utah, and we have warehouses in the United States as well as 17 other countries. Actually, more than that now because we're just opening many of the Latin American countries as well as Africa. In fact, in Africa, South Africa, products will be available as of this week for anybody that wants to order down there. Sergey has protected his brand. Being in business for almost 10 years, nobody's been able to replicate or reverse engineer his product. So this is a one-of-a-kind product. You won't find it anywhere. And in fact, Dr. Mary Esther Gilbert out of Arizona wrote a 576-page product book, desk reference manual about our products 2 years before he even opened North America. She was so impressed with them. So he started his own manufacturing plant to further protect that brand. It's 48,000 square feet. It's in Moldova. I used to brag that we could do 50,000 boxes of product in one 8-hour shift, but he infused so much cash because he's headed toward a $1 billion company. We now can do 5 times that, 250,000 boxes in one 8-hour shift at our plant. Right now, we are focused on North America, South America, Australia, Western Europe, UAE, Israel, Africa, and the Asian countries. Are our products the real deal? Most nutraceuticals that you would hear about, whether it's in a vitamin store somewhere, Walmart or Costco, or even any online store or a direct sales company, they're going to tell you that they're generally recognized as safe, listed with the FDA. Our products are actually registered with the FDA. We also have over 36 certifications, 6 of which are very pertinent to North America. Number one, our plant in Moldova meets all 9001 and ISO 22000 manufacturing practice standards. That's the best of the best. All of our products are certified kosher, halal, beyond organic, gluten-free, vegan, non-GMO. They have absolutely no artificial color, no artificial flavor, and no artificial sweeteners in them. These are probably the cleanest products, Megan, that you could ever put into your body, your kid's body, or anybody else. But what exactly are they? They're the world's first anion DNA drop. What is that though? An anion is simply a negatively charged ion. And we're going to talk a little bit more of the health benefits of negative ions. And they're in a drop that has plant DNA in it. So this is already broken down so your body can absorb it immediately at the cellular level. You don't have to digest anything. In fact, it doesn't go through our digestive system. This is high-tech health. These actually are like a piece of candy. They're no bigger than your finger. You can see right there. And I have pretty small hands. You simply suck on them like a piece of candy. That's all you do. In fact, I just got done sucking on two, a stop and a relax. You guys, or a stop and a slide. You guys know why. Several years ago, I got hit by a U-Haul truck, messed up my knee really bad for 2.5 years. I couldn't walk. In fact, when I met Tuesday, I was on a cane. I was all hunched over. It was terrible. And it changed my life. And I've tried a lot of products, some of them very, very expensive. When I tried these, I was astounded. I no longer walk with a cane or crutches. Now, am I going to run a marathon? No, heck, I don't even run to the bathroom. I walk fast. Steps are still a little bit difficult for me, but that's because my knee is so badly damaged. But what exactly is our DNA drop? Well, like I said before, it is 100% plant-based. It provides instant gratification nutrition because it's bioavailable immediately at the cellular level because we suck on them. So the mucous membranes in your mouth uptake them very quickly. And this is why we see results in 10 or 15 minutes. Every single one of them are not only packed with negative ions, but over 1,000 micronutrients and phytonutrients. They're packed full of antioxidants. And not only do they do everything that you see here on the screen, they do a plethora more, which we're going to talk about. But what are negative ions? Negative ions are found in Mother Nature. In fact, Bobby and I are experiencing those now because we've had thunderstorms. Who loves the smell after a good rain outside? Those are those negative ions that you're smelling. Negative ions have been proven scientifically and medically to have a bunch of health benefits for our bodies. Lower our breath rate, lower our blood pressure, lower our heart rate, relax us, especially after the last year. I mean, it has been, I don't even, I just don't, people have lost their minds. That's all I can say. When people resort to burning down cities and hurting other people for no reason, you have to know that there's something else at the root of things. But people are stressed out, and negative ions are going to help calm your body, give you that peace, that awe. Now you can feel them when you walk outside anywhere, but you're going to feel them the most, especially if you're in tune with your body, near a river, a stream, a lake, the ocean, waterfalls, a forest. That's why people from big cities, you hear them say, oh my God, I got to get out of the city this weekend. I got to go to the beach or I got to go to the mountains. Their bodies are craving that downtime. And that's what negative ions do for us. Well, negative ions do the same for plants. They energize them, they fertilize them, and they increase their potency. Why is this important to us? Because plants have been used for medicinal purposes for tens of thousands of years. We all know that if you have a baby, well, not all of us, if you're real young, you may or may not know this, but those of us that have been around a while, your mom taught us that if you have a baby with colic or a child with upset stomach, what do you give them? Mint, mint water, or you suck on a mint if you have an upset stomach. What about for inflammation? Even doctors are saying now, yes, turmeric is going to help with inflammation. So is things like mung beans, and the list goes on and on. And these are all botanicals that grow on the planet. These are not pharmacy drugs that can have long-term side effects that aren't so good on us. Have you ever noticed that a botanical does not have a long list of cautions and side effects on them like even an aspirin does? So what do we do and how do we make them? First of all, most of our orchards and our uh, farms are in Israel, believe it or not. Everything is hand-picked. That is part of the reason we have the halal, kosher, beyond organic certifications. So there's no farm machinery allowed on the farms at all. When they're hand picked, they're picked from the root up. They're not broken off. They're not cut off. Just the leaves are not picked. The whole plant is picked. It is flash frozen immediately and flown to Moldova, where it's then put into a big room. And this is where our patented accumulate SA technology takes place, Marilyn. And what that does is recreate Mother Nature. We had thunder and lightning storms here today. So what it does is in a man-made chamber under controlled circumstances, it recreates the lightning strikes that infuse those botanicals with the negative ions. That is what lightning is, as well as many other, I guess you wouldn't call it paranormal, but many other storms are packed full of negative ions. Then what they do after they're flash frozen and infused with the negative ions is the company extracts into a tincture the plant DNA and those negative ions. It's made into a thick syrup, which is never heated over 80 degrees. For those of you that understand, that means it doesn't kill any of the good stuff in the botanicals, just the bad stuff. Then it's poured into 15, soon to be 17, because we're coming out with 2 new drops, different molds that are going to have different flavors, different colors. You can see here the colors of a lot of these. They're all different. And the colors and the flavors come from the botanicals that are in them. These are very safe. Kids can take them. Pregnant women can take them. The young can take them. The old can take them. There are no known contraindications to any medications out there. They're very unique. They're convenient. You can put them in your pocket. They're in a 60% recyclable package that is hermetically sealed. So when we say pop a drop, we mean that. You just push it out. You can put one in somebody's hand without ever touching it. So everything stays sterile and clean. The only thing that can harm these is extreme heat. So you always want to make sure if you're carrying them in a car or something, you're in Arizona, be really careful. They're convenient, they're attractive, but the most important thing is, guys and gals, they taste like candy, literally. When you suck on them, you are thinking, oh my goodness, I am sucking on a piece of candy, but you're not. You are actually putting really good ingredients into your body. So why drops? Why not powder, liquid, pill, capsule, juices, and gels? Well, number one, all of those go through the digestive system. Anybody here ever taken too much vitamin C and your urine turns bright yellow? Anybody here ever eaten asparagus? My husband always says if you eat asparagus, his urine smells. And I couldn't wonder, I have Gary and Debbie. My urine doesn't smell after eating asparagus. So I looked it up. People's that urine smells when eating asparagus, believe it or not, they're just simply missing an enzyme that breaks it down. That is the only difference between people that eat asparagus and people that don't have the enzyme and do. It's very simple. Well, powders, number one, you always have to have something to mix it up with, and the liquid. And there's always that glob, that slimy glob in the bottom. That's waste. Liquids, juices, and gels come in heavy containers. They have to be refrigerated. God forbid you try to take them on a plane. You can take a 10-ounce bottle of flammable hand sanitizer on a plane right now, but don't try to take more than 4 ounces of shampoo or body lotion because, oh, God, we can't do that. Not only that, sometimes those taste bad. Pills and capsules have the lowest nutrient bioavailability, and many people from the young to the old, even my 57-year-old sister, cannot swallow pills and capsules. So we did drops. Number one being mucosal delivery system. These are 100% absorbable. Now, are you going to have a little bit that goes down into your stomach because of saliva when you swallow? Yes, but they are 100% absorbable in the mucous membranes. This is why they work so fast. You got to ask yourself, Deb, what would you rather take? A handful of pills and capsules that sometimes we put in our pocket and say we'll take later, and then we forget them and they melt or they get crushed? Or would you like to take something that tastes like candy and you don't have to worry about it melting in your hand because it's in this nice little package? I think we can all agree something that tastes like candy is much better. Here's what blew my mind. This company started in Eastern Europe, so he had to be priced right for Eastern Europe, which is very poor countries. If you become a member, which is like Costco or Sam's Club, only it's only $25 and not 75, you get access to wholesale pricing. One box of these 8 products for a 30-day supply is just $25. Even at retail, it is worth it at $50. But let me tell you about some of these products because this is pretty incredible and you're going to hear testimonies on some of these tonight. Our Grow. Number one, this was just named as the top immune support product for 2021. That's a huge distinguishment. The top immune support product. And that's exactly what it does. And it tastes like grapes. What are the two things, Tuesday, that everybody's been worried about for the last 15 months now? Their immune system and their pocketbook or bank account. Well, we're going to show you how to grow your immune system tonight. And that's also very good for hair and nails, by the way. Get Strength. This is for anybody that needs an extra boost of energy. Like when you are moving the behemoth, Deb, and you are dead dog tired when you come back in because I see it on Facebook and I'm right there with you, girlfriend. Get Strength is going to give you that extra boost of energy that you need, whether it's working out at the gym like Michael does, or me working in my garden all day when it's 92 degrees, or just spring cleaning, or whatever it happens to be, and you just want some extra energy. Norm, how many people here occasionally overeat on ice cream, um, cheesecake, uh, death by chocolate cake, or maybe you have two, maybe you have too big of a plate of chicken fettuccine with lots of cheese on it. Oh, yum. Well, what does that do to our blood sugar? It makes it go straight up, right? And then we have a crash, Megan, and we come right back down. Norm is going to help with those occasional blood sugar spikes. Now, you're going to hear a testimony tonight from my friend Bobby. He's actually diabetic, and he's going to tell you what this product has done for him. Power for Men. If there is any man in here tonight that is over the age of 30 or 35, you need to be on this product every single day of your life. This product is going to help protect your prostate, your urinary tract, and I'm happy to report, Karen was just telling us this. This is for you gentlemen. This is going to put some giddy back in your up in the bedroom. So believe me, wives are very happy with this product. It's just, God did it. We have to live with it. But now you have something all natural that you can take care of it with. Power for Women. Ladies, we haven't left you out. Karen's got an awesome testimony on this product. If you are still of childbearing years like Megan, and you still have a period every month and you have the bloating and the cramps and the backache and the feeling terrible and the hormones going up and down, this product's going to stabilize your hormones. Ladies, if you are peri, post, don't know, but not having a cycle anymore, Power for Women is going to help those hormones. Most importantly, the biggest thing by far that every single woman in that age group has said is it has completely stopped their hot flashes. I've never had a hot flash, so I have no clue, but everybody I know says, oh, thank God you don't have them. They're terrible. Power, unequivocally, great product. Relax. This is one of my favorite products. It's the first product I took. It tastes like bananas. When I go to bed at night, I can't turn my brain off. I'm always thinking of what do I have to do in the garden? Did I get Joel's lunch? Did I do the laundry? Is the stove off? Just a myriad of things. Relax does not put me to sleep, but it relaxes me. Now, when I first got it, I didn't believe it. I said, there's no way that this little drop is going to help relax me and put me to sleep. I woke up the next morning going, oh my God, I wasn't up for hours thinking. So I don't miss this at all any night. And I take it during the day because you're going to hear a story in a minute. Slide. This is an incredible product. I don't care if you're young here and don't have joint problems yet, but as we age, we all get joint problems. Can anybody feel me on that one? Oh my God, yes. I just don't know how people have dealt with arthritis their whole lives. It's terrible. Slide is going to lubricate your joints so that you can keep moving. I credit this product to me being able to keep moving. STP. Instead of grabbing an aspirin, an ibuprofen, an acetaminophen, a Tylenol, a Pamprin or a Midol, or any of those that have very well known, very harsh long-term side effects on your liver and your kidneys, grab an STP. This is going to help with muscle aches and pains and strains and headaches and joint aches and neck aches and everything. Ladies, it helps incredibly well when you pair a cocktail, STP and Power, to help with cramps and whatnot. My favorite cocktail, Relax, Slide, and Stop altogether. That's what I just took right before we started here because I've been out in the garden all day. So my knees are hurting. That is an incredible cocktail for me. All of these 8 products, just $25 a month in at wholesale and only $50 a month retail. The next is our Premier Collection. These are a bit more expensive because they have a lot more ingredients in them. Alt is for everything easy breathing. I know some people here on the West Coast. How bad was it last year during all the fires? All I saw from all my friends is they couldn't breathe. It was terrible. It was horrible. Well, I'll tell you, if you have sinusitis, if you have allergies, if you have asthma, or you live somewhere where there's lots of fires or bad air quality, that is the product for you. It is going to make breathing easy. Pepper is a product that everybody should be taking, according to Dr. Mary Esther Gilbert. Pepper is a very, very, very gentle detox. It is not going to make you run to the bathroom. It is not going to make you have diarrhea. It is going to keep things on the softer side because if you are having to work too hard to have a bowel movement, there is something wrong. That is not healthy at all. So Pepper's just going to clean things out and keep things moving. I know you guys didn't know we were going to talk about stools tonight, did you? We all do every day, right? Or you're supposed to. Heart. If you have any issues with your heart, your blood pressure, or circulation, that's the product for you. Ice. This is gut, totally gut related. If you have constipation, if you have leaky gut, if you have acid reflux, if you get upset stomachs, that is the product to take. And MLS, I always say this is a great one to start kids on. Why? MLS is multi-spectrum. It tastes like tangerines. Kids love it. It works on not only the gut, but several systems in the body. So it's a wonderful, wonderful product. All 5 of these are only $60 wholesale and $75 retail. Still very cheap for what you're getting. And then the 2 Premier Plus collection. Man, have we got some incredible testimonies on these. Megan, I just can't get over how good you look. And Karen, what a difference. You guys are going to see a before and after picture of Karen tonight that will blow your mind. Beauty. This is going to work from the inside out. You know, guys, and this isn't just for girls, all right? Beauty is going to help with fine lines, with age spots, with your hair, with your nails. It is a detox for your skin, okay, from the inside out. Your skin is the biggest organ in your body. If you don't take care of it, it's not going to take care of you. And then brain. You're going to hear some just stories tonight, not stories, testimonies tonight that will put you in tears. And we have these same stories from dozens and dozens of people at this point in time. Brain is going to help with mental clarity, mental acuity, the ability to concentrate, the ability to focus, the ability to, for especially for gentlemen, to multitask because your brains work different than ours. This is going to help kids that are being homeschooled and can't function right. It's going to help them focus as well. You're going to hear some testimonies about this product. Now, I am not a doctor. I'm not here to make medical claims. What you're going to hear tonight are just life-changing results from botanicals that have tens of thousands of peer-reviewed studies over many, many years on what they can do for the human body. And it just blows my mind what we're seeing. These 2 products are 80 wholesale, 100 retail. That is because they have the most amount of ingredients in them. Our 16th and 17th product are coming very soon. I know the 16th product is a zinc magnesium product for cold and flu season. That's all we're allowed to say legally about it. But I think it's going to be called Health. I'm not sure. The 17th product, I don't know what it is. The 18th product, which is coming in November at our 10-year anniversary, is none less than a weight loss drop. And Sergey says it will take the world by storm. We also have a skincare line. This is not just for women. You know, we just talked about your skin being the biggest organ on your body, yet every single day it is bombarded with all kinds of chemicals and everything. Everything you put on your skin soaks into your body. This is the first skincare line that I personally know of because I've not been big into skincare lines. I use Noxzema and that's it and no hot water. So I think I look pretty good for being in my 60s, but you never know. This is the one. It is compared with Lamar. And if you ladies know Lamar, it's very expensive, but this has no chemicals in it. And I mean none. There's no parabens, no microplastics, no petroleum, no phthalate, no formaldehyde, no oil, crude, or fuel of any kind, and zero synthetic fragrances. Very clean product. They're coming out with 4 new products in this line. One of them is an under eye bag, saggy, draggy skin tightener, which I am really looking forward to. So is this the right company? I'm just going to give you some stats. You know that we're almost 10 years old. We're completely debt free. We have over 300,000 associates right now, but only 6,000 in North America. That's it. 95% of all of the associates are in Eastern Europe. He's created many thousands of multimillionaires over there. We got to meet a lot of them in Vegas last 2 months ago uh, from Russia, as a matter of fact. He's paid for over 1,500 vacations to 35 countries. He's given away over $5 million in things like cars and condos and jewelry and fur coats and washing machines and dryers and teapots, and microwaves. And you're thinking, why would I want a teapot? Well, Marilyn might want a teapot. I would take a teapot. But you know, a lot of people go, who wants a teapot? You have to remember, this company originated in Eastern Bloc Europe, the poorest countries in the world, some of them. Those people will give their right arm for a microwave oven or a washer or a dryer or a refrigerator freezer. Let me tell you, a lot of my friends in Africa that are signing up would kill for a brand new refrigerator that actually works. He's given away over $2 million in product. How many people here, by a raise of hands, if you have your camera on, have been the recipient of free or reduced product here? I'm going to put 2 hands up because over the last month, I've gotten about $18,000 in free product, and I have about another 10,000 coming to me every time I order. It's just crazy. We are listed at Business for Home, businessforhome.org. This is an online periodical for this industry. Started a long time ago by Ted Wynn, and we are listed, and nobody knows who we are yet. Nobody. We are listed in the top 5 companies to become a part of for 2021. When I saw that, I was pretty impressed. But here's what impressed me more when I was doing my due diligence. This company, when I first looked at it, was number 118 in rank. That means we were the 118th fastest growing company. And I thought, well, that's pretty good. Nobody's heard about them. Guys, we've gone from 118 to right now we're bouncing between 14 and 16. That's incredible in 8 months. And nobody knows who we are. But here's the biggie. Most direct sales companies pay out less than 35%. This one pays out 63%. Sergey will be the first to tell you, and I've helped him hire some friends of mine in different countries that work for corporate. They don't get paid squat. He negotiates as cheap as he can because he believes he knows where and who butters his bread, and it's we in the field. And this is where he puts the money, is to you and I in the field. There's 2 ways that you can become involved. You can just simply become a customer and order product and get a little bit of a discount. Or you can pay $25 one time to become a member. And at that, you're going to order what we call a promoter or above kit. Now, these start at 100 and go to 3,000. What's the difference? You get more product at a cheaper price. The $100 promoter pack and the 200 promoter associate pack, I would say don't pick a pack, just go in and pick your product. You'll get a bit more product that way. Here's the difference between us and every other company out there. Most companies say if you don't build a big team and you start at 100, number one, you're never going to get to participate with the people that started at 3,000 because they get this special and they get that special and they get to go here and they get to go there. And that's usually only for the top 2 to 5%. This company doesn't do that. What they say is we're going to give it to you. We're going to put it in your control on whether you get paid like the top 1% in the company. So you can start out at 3,000 or you can earn your way there. The goal is for everybody to get to 3,000. Why? Because percentage-wise, you're not left out of anything and you're making just as much as myself and many other leaders in this company and any other company, percentage-wise. So let's look at our ranks. We have several ranks. It doesn't stop at just this one, but we start here. I want you to notice that the first four ranks are only 40 PV a month. Most companies, you have to do a minimum of 100 PV a month. That's going to cost you about $150 to $200 a month, because most companies, their PV to dollar ratio is somewhere between 35 and 55%, not this company. We only start you out at 40 PV a month. That is only $50 a month because our PV to dollar ratio is 80%. Unheard of in this industry. Unheard of. By the time you have to bump it up to 60 PV to qualify, that's only $80. It's at the director level. You're only doing $1,000 in volume in your whole business, and you're making somewhere between $800 to $1,100 a month, depending on how you built it. Incredible, absolutely incredible. So the compensation plan pays 11 different ways. I'm not going to go into great detail with these tonight because I want to get on to some of the testimonies. But there are 11 ways that you get paid. Retail sales, when somebody goes to your website and buys $100 worth of product, the company, just like in any other company, is going to pay you $30. That leaves $70 left, right? What most companies do, that's called gross profit. Most companies are going to keep that. Let's just hypothetically say their products cost them $20. That leaves a net profit of $50. And then that's what the company makes. They paid you 30, they kept 50. Well, they put up all the money to start the company and everything, right? Well, Sergey looks at it a little differently. He says, not only am I going to pay you 30%, but I'm also going to take this $50. I'm going to turn it into PV at our 80%. So that's 40 PV. It goes into your back office, and you can use that PV to pay for product, pay for auto ship, to do status upgrade, or to go towards an incentive like a trip or something else. Pretty good. Then we have our first start bonus. Everybody gets paid the same. It does not matter what kit you start at. You could start at 100 and sign somebody up at 3,000 and you're going to get the $600 commission, unlike in other companies. If you start at 100, you're going to get $10. If you upgrade to 200, excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself here. If you start at 100, you're going to get $10. If you start at 3,000 and sign somebody up at 100, you're still going to get $10. If you sign up at 100 and sign somebody up at 3,000, you're going to get 600 bucks. It is the same for everybody. There is no distinction between what kit you started at. This is what really blew my mind, and this is where it starts to get really interesting with this company. I want you to forget all the other legs out there, and I just want you to concentrate on this right here. You and two others. You're going to have volume on your left and volume on your right. In most companies, it's called a binary. Binaries are having a lot of problems in a lot of countries. This is an actual ninary. It's been okayed by Kevin Thompson and some of our other attorneys. It's been signed off on, and it works in every country. One of the things I forgot to mention is Sergey makes sure that he is legal in every country he goes into before he ships one product. He will not put the company at risk. So when you have volume on your left at 2160 and volume on your right at 1920, most companies are going to say, okay, we're going to subtract the 1920 from both legs. That leaves this one at 0, and this leaves 240 what we call rollover volume. The company is then going to pay you on 1920. Most companies are going to pay you 10% or $192, and you're happy and you move on to next week. Well, we do it a little differently. If you start at the $100 pack, you're going to make that 10% or that 192 bucks. But the minute you upgrade, meaning you log into your back office and you say status upgrade and you go buy another $100, the difference between 100 and 200, you now have given yourself a 50% raise. You're making 15%. If you upgrade from 100 to 400, you pay $300 in any product you want, you now get 20%, 25% at 600, and at VIP and Diamond, you get 30% or $576, which is 3 times what anybody else in any other company in this whole industry is getting paid. Now it gets more interesting. Once you are at the Diamond level, that's totally up to you, or managing director. You can ask to open one of these other legs. You can open a total of 8 more legs. When you do this, Let's just hypothetically say this had 1,000 PV this month, this week. You have 0 here, you have 240 here. They're now going to subtract the 240 from the 1,000. That's going to leave this leg, which was your power leg, at 0, and it's going to leave you with rollover volume in this leg, which was your weakest leg. However, and now they're going to pay you the 30% on that. What they do once you get to this point where you've opened a third leg is, for pay purposes only, they are going to transfer the rollover volume to your weakest leg, Michael, your weakest leg. That means there's 0 breakage here. I've had company owners look at this and say, I don't know how he does this. I have no clue how he pays this much money. We also have matching bonuses that start at just manager. You're just doing your 50 bucks a month and you've only got 250 in volume in your whole business. And now you're earning a 20% match on anybody you personally enroll. This pays down 7 levels, which is unheard of in most companies. They pay down 3 or 4 at most. Now, this is the back end money, the coconut money, the walk away money. This is the kind of plan, it's called a unilevel plan, that I have built to over 6 figures a month in 3 companies over 30 years. That's not very good odds, is it? You would think that most companies would like to be able to pay people. I wish I'd had this company 15, 20 years ago. Most companies, they're going to pay you 10 to, where's my pen? They're going to pay you 10 to 20% on level 1, where the fewest people are. They're going to pay you 8 or 9, 6 or 7, 5 or 6, 4 or 5. When they get down here to level 6 and level 7, there is not a company in this industry that pays more than 1%. That's where all the people are, but they only pay you 1%. In most companies, you have to have a diamond and a double diamond and a ruby, and no more than 1/3 of your volume can come from any one leg. We don't do that here. There's no structure requirements. So even if you're one of those people that only sponsors one person and you never even earn anything in the ninary, you can still earn all 6 levels in this company and earn a very, very good income. I loved that. But what really blew my mind is Sergey does this backwards. He pays 5% on level 1, where the fewest people are, 6 on 2, 7 on 3, 8 on 4, 9 on 5, and 10% down here on level 6, where most companies, all companies, are paying 1%. Unless you upgrade to diamond or you start at diamond. Then Tuesday, what do you get? 10% on all 6 levels. This left me dumbstruck, literally. 10% on all 6 levels. I couldn't believe it, but that is what he does. Let me show you just some possibilities. I'm not even going to use these numbers because you can see what you make here. This is if people are only spending $25 a month, 39 grand with 19,000 people. This is if they're spending 50, 78 grand. And this is if they're spending over 100 PV a month, which is the norm in North America. 120 PV a month is the norm. That's 195,000. What if after 5 years you only had 5,000 people on your team? That's it, just 5,000. And you only talk to 5. That's it. Guys, you're still making about 5K a month here. How many people's lives would that change here? Everybody's hand should be up. 5K a month is a lot of money, right? Well, not in these days, but I mean, additional money. Now, if they are, excuse me, that's it, this one right here. If they are doing 40K, you're going to do, if they're doing 40K, you're going to make 10 grand a month. They're doing 78K, you're going to make 20 grand a month. And 195 guys, you're making 50K a month. That's just in this one commission. And you could only have one person that you ever sponsored and still make this kind of money. It blew my mind, literally blew my mind. What happens on level 7 to infinity? Most companies are going to say, we'll pay you until the next person hits your rank or above, and then we block you. That doesn't happen here. This is rank based. It's one of only 2 pieces that are rank based in our whole commission. You're going to get 1 to 2.5% at national director or higher. Nobody can ever block you. Now, here's another thing that I just love. Sergey takes care of the 95%. This is why nobody quits his business in over 9 years. These are loyalty bonuses. You can earn 1, 2, or all 3 of these. Here's what happens. We want to get you in, and we want to get one on your left and one on your right that are all doing $50 a month. That's it. You do that 12 months consecutively, months 1 through 12 or 2 through 13 or whatever it happens to be. Then in month 13 through month 24, even if you never did anything else, you get $10 a month here and up to $300 a month here, just as a thank you for staying active in months 1 through 12. So it actually gives you all your money back plus some in months 13 through 24. And in months 13 through 24, when you're still collecting these, you're also qualifying for months 25 through 36. It's pretty incredible. The entertainment bonus is for those of you that intend to build a bit of a team. You get to national director or higher, you start making $1,000 to $3,000 a month, every month, and you can earn one, two, or all three of these. It does not matter. Then the luxury bonuses. These are for those of you 6, 7 figure earners that want to do 6 figures a year, 6 figures a month. This is ambassador and above. This is where you get the watches and the fur coats and you get a condo. If you hit Crown Ambassador, when you hit Crown Ambassador, he asks you what's your favorite country, where do you want a condo, and he hands you the deed for the condo. Hello. How many companies are going to do that? In their 1 year anniversary, they gave away 47 cars, 47 in Eastern Europe. He gives you all kinds of special travel. There, you name it, he gives it to you. But all of your travel is paid for when you hit these ranks and above. We have sample packs. I don't know where my sample pack is. Here it is. This is pretty cool. These have PV. They're only $5. They have 4 PV. They come with the story of the company, but they also come with 3 drops in them, a relax, a slide, and an ice. And it tells you what those are going to do. On the back, you can put all your information. I tell people hand 10 of these out every single month. You'll grow your business. We have a training system where we can teach you in 15 minutes a day. You don't even have to know what to say. The app says everything for you, and we can teach you how to do that. So do you want to be a customer? Do you want to become an associate? Either way, we do not mind. If you want to be an associate, the person that invited you here will tell you how to shop on their site. If you want to join the APL family, get access to wholesale pricing, as well as the ability to earn some commissions when you share this with people, and you will when you see the results. You're going to pick a pack. I don't care which one it is, 100 to 3,000. It does not matter.